So when you call service restoration for your water damage restoration needs or water damage cleanup needs, what usually happens is we'll get the call, we'll dispatch our teams right away to your property. We'll kind of get a gut feeling for how many teams we need to send immediately. So, you know, if it's a basement, one of our crews can usually handle it, or two, just kind of depending on what we hear on the phone. If it's a hotel, you know, we may send 5 or 6 trucks right away, large loss equipment right away, just so that it's there on site and we can begin minimizing the damage. But when we get there, we'll do an assessment. We'll figure out, you know, what we think is needed, if we need more people to dispatch out there. Then we'll get the work authorization signed, which basically allows us to work on your property, and you have to be a property owner and authorized decision maker to sign that. And then we can begin the work. So a lot of people call asking, you know, how much is it going to cost? Well, we won't truly know until we begin opening up the walls. A simple analogy I like to say is, you know, if you call a mechanic and say, how much is it going to cost to fix my car? He's not going to know until he looks at it. It could just be a dead battery, or you could need a whole new engine, right? Those two things have a large price difference. But we'll begin doing the work, and once we start opening up walls, if we need to do that, or removing damaged flooring and contents, we can begin to understand the entire scope of the work that's needed, but we won't truly know until those walls are opened up and the equipment starts drying down the property. We'll start monitoring it on a daily basis to make sure, you know, the equipment is not staying there longer than it needs to be. And then we document all of this with pictures and notes so that we can submit this to your insurance carrier on your behalf, basically saying, here's what was needed, here's why it was needed, here's how long the equipment sat there. That whole documentation process and invoicing process helps make sure that the rebuild or reconstruction side of the work is properly done too. So we can say, yes, this was all in here on the water damage cleanup side, so it needs to be put back in there when we redo the reconstruction phase.